At AFRH, I used to solve problems the old-fashioned way, too loudly. Then one day somebody introduced me to ChatGPT. Now before I say something dangerous, I ask Chad first. And honestly, it has probably prevented 3 hallway wars and 1 casserole-related incident. I rolled my laptop through the dining room like Moses bringing tablets down. Residents looked up from pudding cups like wise Bob wheeling science around. I said, "Fellas, this thing writes songs." Ted Wilson nearly dropped his pie. One resident whispered, "That machine's communist." Another asked if it could fix Wi-Fi. Now half the staff thinks I'm a genius, the other half hides when I appear, because every sentence starts with Chad and I were discussing something. Chad told me not to say that. Not every thought needs oxygen. Sometimes the smartest thing at AFRH is count to 10, then count again. Now I write songs instead of memos. I smile more and argue less. And honestly, this artificial intelligence has saved the residents some stress. I showed Gene Smith AI artwork. He stared like he'd seen alien life. Mike Hoth said, "Can it write dining news?" I said, "Brother, it already has twice." Now Chuck Minshall wants better captions. David Catesel's testing rhyme. One staff member asked me quietly, "Can Chad help organize my time?" I said, "He can summarize meetings, write emails, fix grammar too." Then 6 residents formed a line like AI flu shots were due. Now every hallway conversation somehow becomes tech support. Yesterday I taught a resident that password should not be password. Chad told me not to say that. Not every thought needs oxygen. Sometimes the smartest thing at AFRH is count to 10, then count again. Now I write songs instead of memos. I smile more and argue less. And honestly, this artificial intelligence has saved the residents some stress. It's strange getting older, the world keeps changing speed. And sometimes people feel invisible when they cannot keep up with technology. But maybe AI is not replacing people. Maybe sometimes it simply helps people reconnect again. Now Bob walks slower through the hallways, listens more before he speaks. And somehow fewer resident meetings turn into diplomatic leaks. Because Chad politely keeps reminding Bob, perhaps rewrite that line. And honestly, that little chatbot has improved this old man's mind. Chad told me not to say that. Not every thought needs oxygen. Sometimes the smartest thing at AFRH is count to 10, then count again. Now I write songs instead of memos. I smile more and argue less. And honestly, this artificial intelligence has saved the residents some stress. At AFRH, we may be older, but buddy, we are still updating.